Jaylen Brown having a dominant impact in this game.
And if he felt any pressure coming into this game, he sure hasn't shown it. What a sensational start.
His performance shows no sign of any nerves. Great job controlling your emotions.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round one game continues. Celtics lead by 11. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's Maxey. To the inside. Here's Bona. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
You know, you just love to start the second half this way. What a play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Tatum with it. He's covered by Oubre. White for 3. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Edgecombe. To the middle. Oh, swiped away. Outside, Brown. Now here's Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside Oubre. Left side Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bona. Not enough on that one as it misses. Boston leading by 12. Here's White. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. Now here's Maxey. 11 points in the game. From behind the arc. They get it back. Here's Bona. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Shooting for Philadelphia. Bona at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the strike. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Short, but it's good off the front iron. Brown's got 24.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Outside Maxey. Inside. Here's Bona. And he dunks it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Boston leading by 13. Outside Tatum. the three fly. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
George, no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Oubre with it. Now guarded by White. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Hornets got 7 points for the quarter.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Tatum, screen on Maxey. White for three. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
The defense was a little too overeager there, and George gets them to bite him.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Well, there's one thing you can say about George. By and large, he plays with an even temperament. Never gets too high, never gets too low.
And Boston with some changes. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Keita. Shireman comes in for Brown. The 76ers also with a sub. Grimes is checked in. Both good from the line that time.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Tatum, a screen on Maxey. Outside Tatum, takes the three. JT for three.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Maxey passes to George. They set a pick. To the paint. Here's Oubre. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Oubre's got 10 points.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Tatum, a screen on Maxey. Ooh, here's White on the drive. Oh, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Celtics lead by 12. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it's Maxey missing. Boston's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond comes in for Bona. And Watford subbed in for Paul George. 76ers trail by 12. Deflects the pass. Here's Hauser. And all around the rim that time before dropping. He's got 9. The 76ers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Pass to Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's White. He's got 9. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break, converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
That's good from White. White hits them both.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
76ers trail by 14. And here's Maxey outside. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
The 3. Drills it from deep. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Pass to Watford. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Tatum. First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Brendan Watford at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. That one's no good. And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Up and in on the layup. White's got 13.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
White against Maxey. The 3 is up. And Drummond with the jam.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Now here's Tatum. 23 points in the game. White against Maxey. White drives in. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in the game. And now the Sixers on the break. Here's Grimes. Again, Philadelphia. So it's Boston now. They lead by 14. Outside Tatum. To the wing, right side. Drummond against Vucevic. Clock at 4. Over Drummond. Vucevic's shot is off.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Oubre against White. Drummond with the screen. A shot from the high post. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Pass to Shireman. Back to White. And he drives in. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
So far, he's made all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. The first one falls.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more, and doing just that.
Garza's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Hauser. Philadelphia also making some changes. Barlow comes in for Drummond. And it's Edwards in for Oubre. so he makes both from the line. 76ers trail by 14. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Maxey. And Pritchard pulls it down.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss. Celtics lead by 14. And here's White. 15 points in the game. Pass to Shireman. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
I'm not sure what he was thinking. That's a weird pass.
The 76ers trail by 14. Maxey with it. 11 points in the game. Back to Watford. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
Pass to Shireman. Left side White. For three. Knocks it down from distance. White's got 16 points here in the second half.
Whatever adjustments were made in half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Here's Watford. Outside Maxey. 6 to shoot. Looking to get back on track. And the layup is good. Maxey's got 13.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
Now Pritchard. Vucevic finds White. And it's all from three-point range. 76ers trail by 13. Philadelphia moving it around. Barlow with a bucket. Barlow's gotten his second bucket.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from that.
Maxey against Pritchard. A minute 53 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Some changes for Boston. Queta comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Brown in for White. Philadelphia also making some changes. Bonus checked in for Watford. And it's Edgecombe in for Tyrese Maxey. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And please give a big round of applause for your Celtics Houston team.
76ers trail by 11. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Grimes' shot is off. The Celtics have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
And for the 76ers, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. That one goes. Count it. Edgecombe's got his first 2 points. And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Here's Shireman, covered by Grimes. Pass to Garza. Here's Brown. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
Team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line with 1 shot.
Free throw no good for Brown. 76ers trail by 13. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Barlow. Here's Grimes. Here's Barlow. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Okay, time to take a breath, fellas. Plays like that should not happen.
Paul George, he's checked in for the Sixers. Boston leading by 13. Pritchard from outside. Edwards pulls it in. Here's Barlow. Pass to George. And here's Edwards. Here's George. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Shireman. And the layup falls. Shireman's got 8.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Here's Edgecombe. And so it's the Boston Celtics up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. And the 76ers looking at who they've got. Kelly Oubre out there with Edwards. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Edgecombe. And it's Bona in at the 5.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pritchard surviving the D. Tatum with a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Brown finds Tatum. Good.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
Here's Edgecombe. George outside. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
A solid finisher and close. Edgecombe's agility lets him find good angles.
Tatum with a screen. Pass to Hauser. On the wing, Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. George passes to Oubre. Shoots over Tatum. Oubre can't hit. Celtics lead by 16. Outside Pritchard. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Now here's Pritchard. Down low. Blocked! Right side Edwards. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia.
Transition basketball. The most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Keita. And it's blocked. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Pritchard. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Nikola Vucevic, he's coming in for Keita. And it's White in for Pritchard. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxey, he's checked in for Edwards. The three, George. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And White has got the ball here for Boston. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Outside Tatum. Good work defensively by Oubre. 76ers trail by 13. And here's Maxey outside. Rebound Boston. Hauser's got 4 rebounds now.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Now here's White. Pass to Vucevic. Knocked loose. Oh, George with a steal. Maxey against White. Here's Bona. Banked it in off the glass. Bona's gotten 4 this quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. The 76ers making a change here. Drummond's checked in and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Brown. Picked by Vucevic. Pass to White to snap the cold streak. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one.
He's looked like a totally different player in the second half. That's his 3rd triple.
And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Edgecombe. George outside. Drummond, high post. This one for 3.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
Tatum against Oubre. Vucevic, a screen on Oubre from 12 feet. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Vucevic. And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 14-point game. Here's George. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Sweet touch inside the paint. George is so comfortable at that range.
White looking it over. Pass to Brown. Over Edgecombe. Brown can't hit.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And here is Maxey. Here's Edgecombe, hounded by Tatum. Drummond with the screen. George for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
Pass to Brown. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Here's Maxey. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Now here's White. It's Brown on the wing. Picked by Vucevic. Goes up at the elbow. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Brown's got 30 points.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
So it's Boston now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
And with his combination of rim running and mid-range shooting, defenses don't know what to do with Edgecombe.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Making a switch here. Kate is checked in.
Let's hear it for all the dancers. Coming onto the floor from the Celtics, number 88,
Celtics lead by 5. White with it. Left side, Brown. The kick to Tatum from downtown. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Sixers ball.
Here's Edgecombe, defended by Brown. Pass to Oubre. Six to shoot. Drummond with the screen. The three from Edgecombe. Sinks the tray. Edgecombe's got 11 points here in the second half.
You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a menace after being held scoreless in the first half.
Outside, Brown. Back to White. On the wing, Tatum. Over Oubre. Good work defensively by Oubre. 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Edgecombe. And here is Maxey. He's guarded by White. And he lobs it up. Oubre can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And there's a foul. It's on Sam Hauser. That'll be a second foul of the game. Bonus checked in for Drummond.
76ers substitution. Number 30, Adem Ona.
Here's Edgecombe. Pass to George. Here's the teardrop. Boston pulls it in. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Now White. Now Hauser. From outside the arc. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 5. George with it. Now guarded by Brown. The Sixers with another miss. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Now here's White. It's Brown on the wing. George defending. Releases from 15. Yes, sir! Brown sticks a tough one.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
White against Maxey. Here's Oubre. Pocket 6. Outside George. Throws it up. Outside Maxey.
Maxey straight challenging the D. Rewarded with the whistle.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Maxey.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Brown outside. Another steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Edgecombe showing his maturity. Gets them the big bucket when they need it most.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Richards checked in for Hauser. Brown, a screen on Oubre. Tatum, he takes it. Ooh, some swagger from Tatum.
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jason Tatum. At the line, shooting one.
Misses for Tatum.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Gets it to go!
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Tatum. After the Sixers picked up a basket a moment ago.
Okay, big boy. All right. We like to see Tatum asserting himself on the interior. Look, he's forcing the defense to foul.
At the line for the Celtics. Jason Tatum. At the line for 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
One of the best players in the game today. Tatum's work ethic and hunger to win more championships is special.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Boston's gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Tatum against Oubre. Pritchard outside. Shoots a three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Now here's Maxey. Oh, money!
Maxey attacked without any hesitation. I love the confidence from the young fella.
Tatum against Oubre. inside White. Oubre with a steal. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Just lost his head out there. It might happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
White with the steal. Here's a pass to Tatum. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. Count it!
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And Philadelphia calls time here. 20 seconds left in the fourth. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Oh, that's nice.
George! Ooh, it doesn't go. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
At the line, Nunez Queta. At the line for 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one, and that puts him up 5. And here is Maxey. All sorts of time. And rebounded by Tatum.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off. Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. So we see Boston get the win here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.